I just found 6 digital products making between $400 and $3,000 per month on Etsy right now. And while most sellers are fighting over the same saturated niches, these products have way less competition. One listing was published just 5 months ago and is already making over $2,000 per month. I am not here to waste your time. I am showing you the estimated monthly revenue, the monthly sales data, and the free tools you can use to create these today. I've helped over 1,200 people start their Etsy shops, and I've made over $29,000 in my own Etsy shop working just 10 hours a week as a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. So I know what actually sells. And if you want to move even faster, I've already done the hard part for you. Inside the sales sprint, you get instant access to 18 trending digital product templates that you can customize and list today, plus the exact way to list them so Etsy promotes them for you. So if you're interested in that, I'll drop the link below. But even if you're starting from scratch with 0 templates, these 6 digital products are perfect for beginners. So let's start with number 1, End of Life Planner. Now, I know this might feel like a sensitive topic, but stay with me because this one is a gold mine. So let me pull up the data here using the Everbee Chrome extension. And if you want to see this data too, I have a link for you down in the description. So now we can see this listing is making about $1,200 per month if it wasn't on sale. But since it's currently at $6.75, with 91 sales, it's bringing in about $600 per month. And now I want you to see this. This listing has only been around for 9 months. That means in less than a year, they've created a product that's generating over $600 per month. And that is mostly profit because remember, this is a digital product. And I also want you to look at this trends graph. You can see their growth rate was 400%. That spike you're seeing is demand picking up, and it's likely only going to get stronger. So why is this product blowing up right now? Let me give you 3 reasons. First is because of the aging population. Baby boomers are the largest demographic entering end-of-life planning and retirement. They're also tech savvy enough to buy digital products, and so are their kids and their grandkids. So this isn't going anywhere. The market is only going to get bigger. The second reason is because of the low competition. Most people will scroll past this product idea because the topic feels uncomfortable. But that discomfort is exactly what creates the opportunity. There's massive demand with very few sellers in this space. And I mean, just look at these keyword scores that all say high in Everbee. That's exactly where we want to be because it signals low competition with high search volume. That means people are actively searching for this product, but there aren't many options for people to buy. This matters when you're new because you don't have reviews yet. You don't have a sales history. So you need every advantage you can get. High keyword scores can give you that advantage. It means Etsy's algorithm can actually find your product and show it to potential buyers without you competing against 100,000 other shops. And the third reason this is blowing up right now is because of the high perceived value. This isn't just a planner. It is peace of mind. People will pay premium prices for something that will help them organize their documents and final wishes so it doesn't end up being a burden to their family. This listing is priced at $6.75, but I've seen similar products selling for over $20. So now let's move into how do you actually create this? The fastest way is to use PLR templates, which stands for Private Label Rights. These are pre-made templates that you can buy, customize, and resell as your own product. You're not stealing or copying. You literally have the rights to rebrand and resell this product. You can find PLR end-of-life planners on sites like Etsy itself, Creative Fabrica, or even in PLR membership sites. Just search PLR End of Life Planner or PLR Emergency Binder. Prices will usually range from about $5 to $30 and above depending on the quality. But not all PLR templates are created equally. So before you buy one, you will want to make sure that it includes personal information, important contacts, financial accounts, medical information, final wishes, digital assets, and a legal documents checklist. And that is at the bare minimum. The more comprehensive this planner is, the higher the perceived value, which means the more you can charge. Once you have the PLR template, you can customize it in Canva. Change the colors, swap out fonts, add your own brand and vibe. Make it feel like your product and not something generic. And I want you to notice that this listing offers 12 different cover designs. And that is smart because it lets buyers choose the aesthetic they want to achieve. So some people want something minimalist, some people want something floral, and other people might want a more plain, traditional vibe. Giving people this option is going to help you make more sales. And by the way, one of the products I'm showing you later in this video has a conversion rate that is 3 times higher than the normal Etsy conversion rate. And I'm going to explain why that matters to you and how you're going to be able to make more sales with less traffic. So stay tuned for that. But let's hop into product idea number 2, digital stickers. Now, if you're not familiar with these are digital stickers designed for planning apps like GoodNotes, Notability, or any iPad planning app. People typically use them to decorate their digital planners and digital journals. Now, if we look at this data, you can see this listing has had 291 sales last month at a sale price of $3.28. So if we do the math, that means it is making about $950 a month in revenue. And look here, it was just published 4 months ago. And Etsy is telling us that this is a new markdown, so they've likely made even more money if this is a new sale because it was at a higher price. Now just think about it. If you had 10 sticker packs each, making about $500 a month, that is $5,000 per month in mostly passive income. All of these products are digital. There's no inventory. There's no shipping. Another great thing about this product is that there are so many free tutorials on YouTube. They will literally show you step by step how to make these digital stickers in less than 30 minutes. And let me tell you why these are exploding right now. According to Cognitive Market Research, the global digital planners market is projected to hit over $7 billion, which is almost a 9% annual growth rate. And here's what's driving the massive growth. First is the increased use of tablets and styluses. More people have iPads. More people have Samsung tablets. More people have Apple pencils than ever before. And that means more people are using digital planning instead of paper planning. And which leads us into the second reason is that people want a more sustainable way to plan instead of using paper. People want to reduce their waste. And digital planners allow them to plan every single year without having to buy a brand new planner. And third is because the market is shifting toward hyper-personalization. People don't want just a generic planner anymore. They want to customize it, make it their own. And that's where stickers come in. And fourth is because of niche-specific planners. We have fitness planners, budget planners, student planners, meal planners. Each of these niches needs its own set of stickers and accessories. Now here's the kicker. North America currently leads the digital planning market. And that matters because almost 60% of Etsy buyers are in the US. So you are selling into one of the largest markets for this product. And the beautiful part is you do not have to create this complex digital planner in order to succeed in this niche. You can just make the accessories for the planners. It's like selling phone cases instead of the phone. The planners already exist, but people want to personalize and decorate them. That's where digital stickers come in. And that's why this market is so beginner friendly. You are riding a billion-dollar wave without creating the infrastructure. You're just creating the fun, creative accessories people want to buy over and over again. Now notice, this listing has over 970 stickers in this pack. That is a massive bundle, and that's part of the perceived value. Buyers feel like they're getting a ton of stickers for just a few dollars. But you don't have to start with 970 stickers, and I highly recommend you don't. You could start with just 50 stickers and charge a lower price. But bundling in this niche is the key. The more stickers you add, the higher the perceived value. And this is just one of the simple sales hacks you will learn inside of the sales sprint. So if you're interested in knowing all of my sales strategies, make sure you head to the description so you can get all the details. So now let's talk about product number 3, 2026 calendars. And I know what you might be thinking, Lucretia, that sounds so basic. But that is exactly my point. People sleep on basic products like this, and that is a huge mistake. Let me show you the numbers. So this listing had 100 sales last month at a sale price of $4. So that's about $400 in revenue from this one listing. So just to clarify, they made $400 in revenue from a calendar that people could probably find online for free. But you have to remember, people don't care about free. They care about convenience. They want it ready to go. They want a design that looks good and they're willing to pay for it. And to make your calendar stand out, here are a few angles you could take. You could make a minimalist neutral calendar, floral botanical, seasonal themes, kids calendars, or even productivity focused. So instead of making just a plain calendar, you are customizing yours to make it fit the vibe and the aesthetic of the customer. And the easiest way to do this is in Canva. Again, you're going to start with the PLR template, customize the colors and the fonts, add your own seasonal graphics or illustrations, and then you're just going to export it as a PDF, or you're going to share the Canva template link. That's literally it. You could have this done in under an hour. But of course, timing matters with this product. So if you look over here at Google Trends, the searches for printable calendar spike every single year in December and January. People are setting up their planners, their goals, and their schedules for the new year, so this would be considered a seasonal product. And let's talk about something important. A lot of new sellers obsess over keywords and SEO, which is search engine optimization, and I completely get it. SEO matters, but it is not everything. Look at this listing's keywords. Yearly organization has a keyword score of 270. That is high. But 12 monthly planner is at 70. New Year organizing is at 40. Children calendar and editable calendar are both at 20. None of these are considered high scores, and this is still a bestseller. It's making $400 a month. That's because Etsy's AI is reading our listing photos. The algorithm isn't just relying on your tags and titles anymore. It's looking at your images and understanding what your product is. And I talk more about that in this video, where I talk about all the changes that Etsy is making, which can help you as a new seller stand out and make more sales. So make sure you go watch this video next after you're finished with this one. And this is important because if your images clearly show that this is a 2026 calendar, Etsy is going to know what it is, even if you don't have the best search engine optimization. So my point is, don't let SEO stop you from listing your product. Get it out there and let the algorithm do its job. Now, here's something else that's interesting about this listing. They're bundling 3 calendars together for 60% off. And that is smart for perceived value. But here's where I think they're missing an opportunity. A person who just bought a calendar likely doesn't need or want 2 more calendars. So why bundle 3 calendars together? Instead, what you want to do is bundle products that support the main product. So let me give you some examples. Instead of bundling 3 calendars, they could have bundled the calendar with a matching weekly meal planner and a habit tracker. Or they could have had the calendar with a meal planning template and a budget tracker. Those are complementary products someone who just bought a calendar might be interested in buying as well. That's how you're going to get people to spend more money without throwing the same product at them 2 more times. So don't overthink it. Don't wait for perfect SEO. Just create something useful and get it listed. And that brings us to product number 4, wedding table numbers. Now, this is what's called an evergreen product. Evergreen products are always in season, which means they sell year round. So this product will never go out of style because people are always having weddings. Now, we can see here, this listing is making about $500 per month. Now, Everbee says $826, but they are not taking into account the sale that's running. They are basing their numbers off the original price. So we can see here this listing has been live for just 3 months, and they're already pulling in over $500 a month in revenue from this one listing. And check out this conversion rate, 7.2%. Now let me explain what that means and why that matters. So the conversion rate is the percentage of people who view your listing and actually buy it. So if 100 people view your listing and 7 of them purchase, that is a 7% conversion rate. Now on Etsy, a typical conversion rate is about 1 to 2%. So this listing is converting at about 3 to 4 times higher than the typical Etsy listing. So here's why this matters. The conversion rate tells you if your listing is working. You could have thousands of people view your listing, but if no one's buying, something is off. Maybe your price is too high, the listing photos don't make it clear what they're getting, or the product just doesn't match what people are searching for. So for an example, let's say you get 100 views to a product that converts at 2%. For a product priced at $2.85, if you make 2 sales, you make about $5.70. Now let's say you get those same 100 views, but your conversion rate is now 7%. With the same amount of traffic, you just went from making $5 to $19. That means you made 3 times more money with the same amount of traffic. When you have a high conversion rate, that means everything is aligned. The design is appealing, the price is right, the listing photos are clear, and the product solves a real problem. So let this product be proof that the wedding niche is still profitable since this product is only 3 months old. And Etsy sees this super high conversion rate, which means they're gonna push this product out to more people. And weddings are a sweet business. Couples don't just buy table numbers. They also need seating charts, place cards, welcome signs, menu cards, programs, thank you cards. If you create a matching suite or bundle, you can sell 5 to 6 products to the same customer. That $2.85 order can easily become a $15 or $20 order when they buy your entire collection. So start with the table numbers and then expand into the full collection. This is how you're going to take a one-time customer into a repeat buyer. So now let's move on to product number 5, and that is matchbook poster template. Now this one is going to show you something really important about pricing psychology that a lot of new sellers miss. So we can see this product is currently on sale for $11.36. It had 257 sales last month, which means it's making about $3,000 per month, and it's only been live for 5 months. So what the heck is a matchbook poster? It's basically a personalized wall art template that looks like a vintage matchbook cover. So it's designed for couples, anniversaries, weddings, engagements, and it's fully customizable with photos, names, dates, and meaningful quotes. Now look at this design. It's sentimental, nostalgic, and personal. People aren't just buying wall art, they are buying a keepsake. And that's why the price point is higher. Now here's what I want you to pay attention to. Higher prices do not always hurt sales. Sometimes they help. So if we look at this listing, it's priced at $32.44 originally, and it's on sale for $11.36. And that is way higher than the $3 to $5 printables I've been showing you previously. But check out the keyword scores. Matchbook Download has a keyword score of 350, which is very high. Custom Matchbox Art is at 330. Custom Matchbook Art is at 310. Matchbox Template is at 290. Matchbox Display is at 280. These are all high scores with strong search volume and low competition. But more importantly, think about the search intent. People searching for custom matchbook art aren't looking for a cheap template. They are looking for something meaningful, personalized, and worth paying for. Now the conversion rate here is 3.7%, which is lower than the wedding table numbers, which was 7%, but still above average. And one thing you need to be aware of is that when you have a higher priced item, your conversion rate will typically be lower because people are going to be more hesitant because they're spending more money. But one thing I don't want you to do is race to the bottom on pricing. If your product solves a real problem or fulfills an emotional need, like preserving a couple's love story, people will pay premium prices. This product works because it taps into emotion. It's not just a poster. It's a memory. It's also a gift. It's something couples want to frame and hang on their wall so they can look at every single day. And because it's editable, buyers can personalize it with their own photos, names, and dates. That makes it feel custom without you having to do any extra work. And notice how clearly they explain what's included. One blank editable template. They also give you instructions on how to edit, resize, and customize. This reduces confusion and increases the customer's confidence. Now, let me tell you some good news. I just added a matchbook poster template to the sales sprint. So if you're already a member, you do not have to start from scratch. This template is already uploaded to the course platform. You can grab the template, customize it, and get it listed in your shop today. Now, if you're not a member of the Sales Sprint yet, this is exactly the kind of stuff I include. Not only do I give you some ready-to-use templates, I also show you exactly how to find profitable products like these, and I give you step-by-step tutorials on how to list them in your shop so Etsy promotes them for you. Now, this is going to help you make your listings faster so you can make money sooner. Now, the link is in the description if you want to join us. Now, let's move on to product number 6, Tax Professional Flyers Bundle. Now, I saved this one for last because it teaches a very important lesson about timing and niches. So let's look at these numbers. 99 sales last month at a sale price of $4.03, which brought in about $400 in revenue. So this listing has only been live for 2 months, is already a bestseller, and many people aren't even thinking about their taxes yet. And just look at this trends graph. 100% growth rate last month. That spike is not random. That is strategic timing. So don't just think about who you're selling to. Also think about when your customer might need this product. This isn't a product for regular people. This is a B2B product or business to business. The customer here isn't someone decorating their house or planning a wedding. It is a tax professional, a CPA, a bookkeeper, a tax preparer. And here's the critical part. When do tax professionals need marketing materials? Right now, December, January, February, March. Tax season runs from January to April, and the tax pros are ramping up their marketing so they can get those new clients. That is why you are seeing this spike starting in October, November, and December. Tax professionals are already ordering flyers, social media templates, and marketing materials now so they can start promoting in January. Now, let me tell you why I love the B2B space or the business to business space, which just means you, as an Etsy seller, is a business owner and you are selling to other business owners. The first reason is because businesses have bigger budgets. A tax professional will happily pay $7 for a bundle of 10 flyers that will help them bring in new customers. One client could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So why would they care about spending $7 for your bundle of templates? Second reason is because they buy in bulk. Now, if we look at this listing, it's a bundle of 10 flyers. That perceived value is huge. They are not just buying one flyer, they are buying a full marketing kit. And then the third reason is because they become repeat customers. Tax season is going to happen every single year. If they like your templates, they're going to keep coming back year after year to get the updated versions. So here's a few things to keep in mind when you are making your flyer in Canva. The first thing you want to do is use bold headlines. Now accepting new tax clients. Tax season is here. File your taxes with confidence. These are going to grab attention and clearly communicate the offer. The next thing you want to do is have editable text fields so that they can easily input their business name, contact info, and the services they offer. Then you're going to want to use 1 to 2 colors. This is going to keep your design looking professional and not cluttered. And then you'll want to use 1 to 2 fonts to maintain visual consistency. So maybe you have one font that's easy to read and then a script font that's more of an accent. And then of course you want to add multiple flyers and create a bundle so that your perceived value is higher, which means you can charge more. And I love this product because it's not just tax professionals you can serve. You could create similar bundles for real estate agents, insurance agents, fitness trainers, event planners, salon owners. Each of these niches have their own seasonal demands, and each niche has business owners with the budgets to buy your product. So tax professionals, real estate agents, salon owners, they all need marketing materials, and they are willing to pay for templates that not only save them time, but help them make more money. So the shops I showed you making $400, $900, even almost $3,000 per month, all started with their first listing, and I can guarantee you it was not perfect. They didn't wait until they had all the answers or felt 100% ready. They just picked a product and got it done. The biggest mistake you can make right now isn't choosing the wrong product. It's not choosing a product at all. So pick one from the list, create it this week, and go ahead and list it. That is how you're going to turn this video from inspiration into income. Now, there's something happening on Etsy right now that's creating a massive opportunity for new sellers, but it's also crushing the shops that do not adapt. The algorithm is changing in a way that people aren't really talking about. So if you want to know how to use these changes to your advantage, go ahead and watch this video right here where I break down these changes and show you exactly what to do so you can make sales when everyone else is getting left behind.